Welcome back, Attorney Andrew Bethel of Bethel Law. Let's talk taxes, specifically the estate or death tax and family farms. Settle in, hit the like button, subscribe, and share the video with someone who owns a family farm or business, and let's dive in. House Republicans led by Iowa Representative Randy Feenstra are reintroducing a bill aiming to permanently remove the federal estate tax, often referred to as the death tax under the Death Tax Repeal Act. Representative Feenstra is framing the proposed legislation as something that would primarily affect American families who own farms, ranches, or small businesses. However, let's unravel what this means, why it's important, and how it might affect you. The federal estate tax is a tax on the transfer of property after someone dies. Think of it like this: if your parents leave you their house, the government might tax you for inheriting it. But there's a catch. This tax only applies if the property is worth a lot, over $13.61 million for an individual to be exact, and that's for 2024. So if you're thinking, that's a lot of money and it probably doesn't concern me, you're not alone. In 2019, only 0.08% of adult U.S. deaths resulted in estate taxes. That's about 2 out of every 2,500 people. But here's where it gets interesting. The supporters of this bill argue that the tax unfairly targets families who spent generations building a successful farm or business. Imagine your family working hard for decades only to face a hefty tax bill when passing it on to the next generation. Hell of a parting gift, right? Here's some land and a big tax bill so Uncle Sam can take his cut. Now, not everyone sees eye to eye on this. Critics say that repealing the estate tax might not be the best move, especially since most Americans don't even pay it. And with the current split in Congress, the bill's future is, well, I won't even say uncertain. I'll go as far as to say it's probably dead on arrival and not top of mind for anyone in Congress, at least anyone who would be able to push a bill through. In fact, experts like Garrett Watson from the Tax Foundation think this move is more about making a statement, keeping the idea alive in the political discussion, especially with some big tax changes on the horizon for 2026. At the close of 2025, the amount you can inherit without paying taxes is set to drop significantly due to the expiration of some provisions of the 2017 Tax Cuts and Jobs Act. It's like a ticking clock, adding a bit of urgency to the matter. The estimations are that should Congress do nothing to address the expiring provisions of the 2017 tax overhaul, we'll be down to where we would have been had the act not passed, which the estimates put at about $6 million or so for the new, lower estate tax threshold. Also, keep in mind, everything I'm talking about is at the federal level. States can assess their own estate tax depending on, well, their own legislation. Here in California, there's no estate tax, so it's not something we have to worry about, but there are a handful of states that do collect an estate tax, so even if the federal estate tax number changes, check your state, because that is likely a different number. So what's the big takeaway here? For most of us, the estate tax might not be a direct concern, but for those with significant property, especially farms or family businesses, it's a hot topic and one worth keeping an eye on. The debate isn't just about numbers and politics, it's about families, legacies, and how we as a society choose to value them. As we navigate through these complex discussions, we'll keep you updated on any twists and turns. But what do you think? Do you think the death tax is exploitative? Do you think we should be taxing estates worth significantly less, like only $1 or $2 million? Let me know in the comments below. Be sure to like and subscribe, send me any questions or a topic you want me to cover. I'm Attorney Andrew Bethel, and I'll see you next time.